Good evening, and welcome to your haunted, dark Ascension booster box opening. Hey, I thought I really wanted to do some horror themed stuff, and for October here, and the awesome people at MTGcardmarket.com sent us one of these. So I want to let you guys know they have a 10% off coupon on their website at mtgcardmarket.com, which is card market content, because they're doing all sorts of new blogging and all sorts of stuff. So check out their website, check out their Facebook, check out their store. I'm pretty sure they ship all over the world, and they have been the longest standing MTG headquarters sponsor, and I've heard nothing but good things about them. And hey, you can usually see them at a lot of GPs too, so if you see them on a GP, stop by and tell Jameson, he'll be the one with the crazy mohawk. Tell him what's up. You can almost feel the spirits coming out of this box, you know? It's super scary. So here's a little trip through memory lane for you guys, for the set that came out February 2012. Very scary time of year because it's cold and people are afraid of that. But I think I'm gonna try to talk a little bit less and just let you guys look at the cards. Well, that's a good start. Very first pack, Sorin, Lord of Innistrad. He's the one that will be overseeing our journey here today. 2 and a white and a black. This comes into play with 3 loyalty, with this +1 being put a 1/1 black vampire creature token on with lifelink onto the battlefield. -2, you can emblem. With creatures you control, get +1/+0. -6, destroy up to 3 target creatures and or other planeswalkers. Return each card put into the graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. And a Scorned Villager. So now at least we know who's looking over this opening. We have an increasing ambition. 4 and a black. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand. If increasing ambition was cast from a graveyard, instead search your library for 2 cards and put those into your hand. Then shuffle your library. You can hear the wind whipping outside. Fall's coming in. Good thing we have the counter lash to protect us. I went to the movies yesterday. It was 85 degrees, but the air was strangely crisp. Nipped at you. But I'm glad there was a woods around to help break the wind, as I did some final fall chores after spending some time at GP Madison. It's kind of a eerie feeling as the temperature dropped from almost 85 earlier in the day to 60 at night. You just kind of knew that it was going to be one of those nights, you know? The wind picked up and all sorts of stuff was flying across the yards, and the neighbors couldn't even keep their pumpkin lit. Kept blowing out. But fortunately, an angel was looking over mine, as it stayed lit nearly the whole night. Of course, I tell my neighbors that my niece or nephew carved it, because it looks like a small child did carve it. But no, that is my artwork. You could kind of see it out there lit, and it was kind of calling to the kindred, maybe, to protect it against the wind. And then, you know, the Requiem Angel didn't have anything better to do than make sure the flame stayed lit in my pumpkin. There's a long period of time I just sat in the doorway, looking in the shadows. Some sort of fiend. I could see different things flashing into my vision. The shadows thrown by the jack-o'-lanterns. But I had Colt to protect me, and he still watches over me, and you know, they say that cats can sense the paranormal a lot. They're a lot more sensitive to it. Do you know that? This looks a lot like my backyard yesterday. It was a grim backwoods. Fortunately, there was no ravenous demon back there looking to flip and just turn into a 9/9 flying trampler, looking for some sort of demon sacrifice. But I prevailed. Suddenly everything disappeared outside. It was as if someone paid 6 mana and exiled all non-land permanents that evil controlled. Because when I woke up today, everything was good. The sun was up. Colt was playing in a box. The dog was happy. It's a little warmer out. But then, things started to feel a lot like yesterday. Things started... felt like I was cursed by the echo of yesterday's occurrences. Started to cool off again. The wind picked up. I kind of felt like maybe there was something else behind it. Behind the temperature change. Maybe someone was having some sort of seance. It's like the same night at the exact same time. Without fail. But the skies cleared. And it almost thought the cloud kind of looked like a moonlit dragon. That's a pretty crazy bomb. Ended up waking up at like 1 o'clock because I thought I heard something. Figured it was probably just the cats playing. Felt some terrible fears of crazy hell riders swinging on my porch swing. Or some sort of dungeon geist trolling the backyard. But it was really just my cats playing. So I went back to bed. Meanwhile, there was some sort of crazy battle going on. Some alpha brawl outside. Thought maybe some coyotes found the rabbits that live in my bushes. I didn't really feel like looking out there because best case scenario, those rabbits were running for their lives. But I put on some protective clothing that I got from the local rune binder. I went outside. I noticed something that was amongst my Halloween decorations that wasn't there before. The cage, but nothing was in it. Maybe someone was trying to send me a message. Maybe I needed to find these people who may have been having seances. See what was going on. I walked all over the neighborhood trying to find these people. I noticed by one of the gutters there is some weird ooze kind of lunging towards me. Fortunately, it was very small, and I just stepped right over it. Made my way through the Fengraf. Weird thing was, though, when I stepped on it, it got a little bit bigger. Wonder whatever happened to that thing. Well, either way, if it comes back again, I can make sure I can stop it. Maybe I should go out there, see if I can find that thing. Put it on a stick. Show you guys. Then I have to go back through the woods again. It was pretty grim last time I did. Normally I like those woods. Watch the chipmunks playing. Some local kids build forts in there. But I don't think I want to be seeing any zombies chasing after me for a little while. I think I can avoid that by staying out of the backwoods. But suppose maybe I could go armed with some spells to protect myself. Incantations, or perhaps a dog. Certainly it would protect me from some kind of Flare of the Hatebound. My dog has this thing called Pizza Toots. That even though the Flare of Hatebound has Undying, it will want to stay dead after smelling them. Or I could bring my Jar of Eyeballs. I mean, I'm not sure what they're for, but they were given to me by a very old woman. And she was like, "Take my Jar of Eyeballs." And I said, "Gumballs?" And then she's like, "Eyeballs, the end is nigh." I said, "Oh, she's just some crazy doomsayer." But I kept the eyeballs anyway. Because, I mean, what do you do with a jar of eyeballs, really? You know? Racking my brain, crushing my mind. Trying to avoid being wolf bitten. Were the eyeballs some sort of protection? Maybe I could bring those. Jar of Eyeballs, Indie armed with Pizza Toots. Should be able to handle any grave crawlers we come across. After all, they're pretty weak. Hope we don't run into anything that's been cursed to misfortune. I don't think we've been cursed. I think it's okay. It's just that time of year when things are a little creepy. I mean, there's a little ooze out there. I gotta figure out what that's all about. Vengeful vampire. Hopefully that's not out there. Ooh, but then if there's a temptress, you know, I might run into a temptress. And I already kind of want to do whatever she says. And if I'm not strong enough to overcome that, how will Indy's Pizza Toots save me then? Maybe I should bring... Oh, that's it. I pull out my eyeballs and I put them in the jar. So I don't see her. I get it. And I wouldn't see any impending zombie apocalypse either. Or an Erebus. Well, fortunately, my uncle gave me this old blade. I'm not really sure. It looks kind of weak, but then when you flip it over, it's really not weak at all. It's super strong. It's got like... Even if I come across something with deadly allure, I should be able to handle it. I think that's probably it. I think I can probably make my way out there. Unless I run into some sort of crazy doubly mythic situation where some sort of crazy Reaver were out there. I don't have anything to deal with a Reaver. That would be very unfortunate for me. Maybe that's why I bring the Black Cat. I bring Doc to protect me, to keep me of notice. And also to detect any of the deranged. These cats have very good senses, you know. Can protect me. So far it's Doc, Colt, Indy, the Blade, the Jar of Eyeballs. I don't know if I have any more room. I think at some point, Dungeon Geist or no, I gotta just go for it. So I guess after this box, I mean, if you don't see any more videos uploaded from me, you'll know. I wasn't prepared, but I don't know what else I could do. I mean, there's a fight going down. I really can't just sit here when I'm armed with such weapons as Indy's Pizza Toots. I mean, I feel pretty strong that maybe at the end there's some sort of treasure. Have a great Halloween, guys. What's up, and thanks for watching this video. I produce all different kinds of content, so if you haven't yet, click on my face to subscribe. If you want to watch more videos, I've got some sweet playlists, including this one, where I open up every fat pack ever created. I've also got this one over here where I open just about anything vintage and old and expensive for your enjoyment. And all this is made possible by the awesome backers at our Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Hop on over there, check it out, see if it's something you might want to consider. If not, sit back, enjoy, and I'll still love you.